Kale tuli mutya mwenna mwenna abatuwuliriza abali ku TikTok mwenna mwenna mbalamusizzaako tubaaniriza akawungezi ka leero essaawa ziri emu n'eddakiika 13 gwe wenna wenna eyakatuuka ku TikTok tukwaniriza twegasseeko bannaffe abali ku Rambo kitegedde gwe wenna wenna atannaba kufuna eyo app yaffe gye tuyina kati ku screen Cash Chat Bank njagala ogende ku Play Store ogiggyeyo ogiteeke mu ssimu yo ate gwe olwedde wobanga app eno ogiyina njagala ogende oggulewo app yo oyingire mu app yo ogende awali akagambo login Cash Chat Bank oteekemu details zo ogende okebere wano mu my account bantu bameka be waakafunayo nga tutandika waakafunayo abantu bameka ennamba eyo gye ŋŋamba ye nnamba eno eriko direct referrals njagala ogenda okebere oyinayo ba direct referrals bameka nga tutandika akawungezi ka leero olwaleero emboozi gye tugenda okwogerako egenda kubeera mpanvu era nga njagala gwe wenna wenna w'obanga already wamala dde okuggulawo akawunti yo nga wennyumya njagala ogenda oggyeyo sponsor code yo oba link yo w'obanga ogenze ku Rambo osobola okuba nga ogisharinga mu comments awo ne mubeera nga wengayiginga n'abantu abazze nsanyusa okubalaba mwenna mwenna abakatwegattako tuli ku Cash Chat olwaleero gwawulira ebigambo byenjogera kuno ku TikTok mbadde nkusaba okwate live eno ogisindikire omuntu yenna mu contact zo gw'omanyi nti awulira olulimi lwenjogera tubaaniriza olwaleero mwebali kutwegattako akaseera kano kale kankaweeyo mbeere nga mbannyonnyola mu Luganda emisana mbaddeko naye mbadde njogera Luzungu lwekka kati gwe yaakatwegattako tukwaniriza era sembera kitegedde ngenda kuba kati nga nswitchinga nga nzira mu Luzungu okitegedde kale eyakatwegattako ng'otegera byenjogera kona ku screen yo okay so if it's your first time here I would like you to first go and download the Cash Chat Bank app from the Play Store. That app that you're seeing on the laptop, go and get it from the Play Store, okay, and put it in your phone. Then we are going to proceed. I think let me put the phone somewhere here. Let me put the phone somewhere here. Okay, let me put the phone somewhere here. Okay, so if it is your first time, get the app and put it in your Play Store. I see you, Tamak. I see you, Adi, Islamanad, Masi. I see you, user. I see you. Go and get that app first. Put it in your app, and then come and comment down, and I'll explain to you how it works. In the meantime, I would like also to address people that have already obtained the Cash Chat Bank app and have started building their following. Before we get started, I want you to log into your Cash Chat Bank account. Go and see your current status. How many referrals do you have at this time? How many direct referrals do you have? I want you to check the number of entries that you have before you start. Yeah, because we have a target that you must achieve every day. Okay, if you are to hit this the target that I announced to you before we started. So if it's your first time here, I think it's okay for you maybe to tap your screen a little bit so that my voice remains stable. Tap your screen so that my voice remains stable if you're on TikTok. And if you are on Rambo, I want you to start engaging your friends in the comments, start making connections. If you have your affiliate link ready, drop it in the chat. Yeah, links are clickable in Rambo, so somebody can click on your affiliate link and you get a conversion. So thank you for joining Nyota. The app that I want you to obtain, it's this Cash Chat Bank. That's the app that I want you to obtain before we go ahead. If you have installed the app, I want you to comment down. Then I will go ahead and explain to you how you're going to use it to do something very, very, very big for yourself. So if it's your first time here, get the app and comment done, and then I'll tell you what is next. You're welcome to my lab. This is Bold Cashers, the School of Future Billionaires. So go and get the app, and I'll give you the steps that you're going to follow, and you'll definitely reach. And even if you fail, you'll not be a poor person. So you're welcome to the school where everybody graduates. This is Bold Cashers. So if it's your first time, go and get the app like I told you. If you already have your app, I want you to go and comment. So let me check what's happening on Rambo. So this is what is on Rambo. So if okay, this is Rambo. So I want you to come and comment your sponsor code here. Come and comment your sponsor code here. Okay, comment, just paste your link there and let people come and click on it. Okay, that's it if you are on Rambo. And if you're on TikTok, I want you to comment your sponsor code so that those who come in may pick it and use it. Okay, for you that have already tested how Cash Chat pays, you know what to do. So you explain to people how you've been paid, and so they may know how they get paid. And if you've not, you can go and test it yourself so that you are able so to narrate. So welcome to my life. And now I proceed with something important. 100 Guma, thank you for joining. I would like, first of all, I've been reading about a story of how Gogo started. We had a story before, and it was brief. That was in 2000 and was it 1998? In 1998, Yahoo had the opportunity to buy Gogo at $1 million, and they did not do it. And they had a second opportunity in 2002 to buy Gogo at $3 billion. They still did not do it. Okay. Today, Gogo is close to $1 trillion. Okay. So I was reading this story and I thought it's, you may be interested in us reading it together. It's the story of Gogo. Okay. How it all started from the beginning. Okay. So I will read this story. Let me see. Is it the one this? Let me see. Origins of the Gogo brand that can be traced back to its establishment in 1998 in Menlo Park, California. It was founded by Larry Page and Sergey Brin, who have largely stepped back from the company, although remain on the Alphabet board of directors. The two co-founders wrote and developed the Gogo search algorithm, which may have called the most valuable piece of intellectual property in history. In 2015, the company reorganized from being Gogo and a list of subsidiaries to the holding conglomerate known as Alphabet. It has been said that the new corporate structure was inspired by the way Warren Buffett manages Berkshire Hathaway. The stock ticker symbol remained the same, with Gogo representing Class A shares and Goog representing as Class C shares. Today, Alphabet is the fifth largest company in the world by market capitalization. It is the undisputed global leader when it comes to internet searches, as it holds more than 93% of the world's web traffic. Alphabet is a vital part of the global economy and arguably one of the most important companies to have ever existed. This article will provide an in-depth look at the company it was and the company it is now, as well known as how Alphabet has been as an investment. Okay. Alphabet humble beginnings. Larry Page and Sergey Brin. It is a story that has been repeated over and over again through history. A company that all started with a single vision and humble beginnings. When Larry Page and Sergey Brin set out to index the world's vast amount of information into a single website, they were two college students in their early 20s. The two met at an orientation for new students at Stanford and soon became very good friends despite initially disagreeing on many things. Page and Brin found common ground in what they were both striving for. Page with his pursuit of establishing the relevancy of a search paper by its citations in other papers, and Brin in his data mining system. Together, the two realized they could combine forces and establish a type of search engine that was far superior to the current models. The earliest version of Google was run on Stanford's website. It used HTML programming, and by mid-1998, the page had more than 10,000 searches per day. The two decided to raise as much funding as possible from their family and friends to buy servers and rent a garage. It was enough to solicit $100,000 investment from Sun Microsystems. Page and Brin were so inexperienced that they hadn't even incorporated Google yet and had nowhere to deposit the money. Okay. Page went on to serve as the CEO of Google on multiple occasions, with Brin acting as president of the company. Most recently, Page was CEO until 2019, when he stepped down and anointed Google's CEO, Sundar Pichai, as the singular CEO of the entire Alphabet conglomerate. It was time for the Page and the Brin to take the step back and allow Pichai to manage the brand. Pichai led the company to a $1 trillion market capitalization and solidified it as one of the most important business the world has ever seen. As of March 2024, Page and Brin are respectively the 9th and the 10th wealthiest individuals in the world. They have used their fortune to invest in a long list of startups and companies that they believe will improve the world. Page has been known to invest in and support Tesla CEO Elon Musk. Alphabet's many brands, the most powerful portfolio in history. While that may sound like hyperbole, Alphabet truly holds some of the largest piece of intellectual property and brands in the world today. The value of Google Search is priceless. Many have called it the most important evolution since the creation of modern printing in 1444 by Jonas Gutenberg. Gutenberg was Swedish. Okay. But Alphabet owns a host of other products and services that are used by billions of people around the world daily. These include the Google suite of apps like Gmail, Google Maps, Google Docs, Google Translator, Google Drive, and Google Meet, just to mention a few. Collectively, the Google suite of apps is known as the Google Workspace for Business and Google-related products. In 2005, Page led what would be a key acquisition of the company. Google acquired the Android operating system for just $50 million. In 2008, the first Google phone was released with T-Mobile in the United States. And by 2010, Android had become the most used mobile operating system in the world. In 2006, Google made perhaps its most important acquisition. The company acquired YouTube for just $1.65 billion in Google stocks. In 2023, YouTube brought in annual revenue of more than $31 billion, making it one of Alphabet's largest revenue streams. It has been discussed as one of the best acquisitions in American history. In addition to all of these subsidiaries, Alphabet also acquired a long list of other brands and companies. Perhaps most relevant to this technology is its subsidiary DeepMind Technology, which is one of the best AI development teams in the world. DeepMind is a key part of the development of Alphabet's entry into the generative AI space with Google Gemini. Alphabet also operates Waymo, its autonomous vehicle subsidiary, which already offers driverless taxi rides in some cities in the United States. Investing in Google, a history of Alphabet stocks. As mentioned, Alphabet has the fifth highest market cap in the world among publicly traded companies. As of March 2024, Alphabet is worth $1.885 trillion and trails only Microsoft, Apple, Saudi Aramco, and Nvidia. Alphabet stock debuted through an IPO on August 19, 2004. The company offered just over 19.6 million shares for $85 per share. At its IPO, Alphabet's initial market cap was just over 23 billion. At the time, it was one of the hottest stocks on the market and was trading above $350 per share by November 2007. Ooh. The stock has undergone 3 stock splits since its IPO, with the most recent split taking place in July 2022 at a factor of 20-for-1. Shares of Google hit an all-time high price in January 2024 at $155.2 on a split-adjusted basis. Prior to the split, the share price would have been $3,104. How has Google stock treated its shareholders over time? Over the past 10 years, shares of Google have returned more than 445% to shareholders. This has outperformed the benchmark S&P 500 index by a wide margin. Alphabet does not pay any dividends, but it would not be a surprise if the company were to initiate one soon. Earlier this year, Meta Platforms announced its first ever quarterly dividend, which was payable in March. Microsoft, Apple, and Nvidia are other mega cap tech stocks that pay a modest quarterly dividend to the shareholders. Alphabet has 2 types of shares listed on the Nasdaq index, Class A and Class C. The Class A shares are known as common shares and are listed under the ticker symbol Google, G-O-O-G-L. Class C shares of Alphabet trade under the ticker symbol G-O-O-G, Goog, and have none of the voting rights that the Class A shares have. Most ETFs and mutual funds will include both the Class A and the Class C shares for exposure. Who owns Google? Institutional ownership of Google. Mhm. This stock is a favorite of institutional investors. As per Yahoo Finance, more than 80% of the outstanding share float is owned by institutions. Not surprisingly, the largest shareholders are the major ETF companies like Vanguard, BlackRock, and State Street. Other major shareholders include JP Morgan Chase, Morgan Stanley and T. Rowe Price. Larry Page and Sergey Brin owns 3% of the outstanding shares each. Of the 5.89 billion shares outstanding, only about 58 millions are held in short positions. Google Alphabet financial revenue expense statement. That's okay. We jump. What does the future hold for Alphabet Inc.? The company has turned its attention to the generative AI space. Its Google Gemini AI suite is aiming to go head with OpenAI's ChatGPT platform, which is backed by Microsoft. Alphabet is planning to integrate its Gemini AI software into many of its products and services, including Google Search. When Microsoft integrates GTP into the Bing browser, many people wondered if it was the end of Google's search dominance. Increasingly enough, on the other side of the coin, Google is also trying to battle AI-generated content through its PageRank algorithm. AI is truly changing the way we produce and view content, and Google is right at the crossroad of this new technology. Alphabet's impact and influence on the tech would have never been understood. Page and Brin changed the way the world views data and information, and together they have built the internet as we know it. YouTube is the most watched streaming platform in the world, and IMO is revolutionizing anonymous driving. The more one looks at Alphabet's portfolio of brands, the more it seems like the company truly is a tech version of Berkshire Hathaway. Okay, so guys, that's it. That is Google. Okay, but there is another story still that I don't know. Wait, there's another story that I was looking at before coming to that. Let me see what's there. Today we announced plans to create a new class of non-voting stock, Google CEO. I wanted to talk about this Class A, the Class A shares, okay, and the deal that Google made with Morgan Stanley and Company Incorporated on 20th April 2007. Okay, Google made a deal with to sell the non-transferable stock A shares at a price of $0.001 per share. That was in 2007. What did that mean? That meant that if you had $250, that as the minimum investment that was required at that time, you would buy 250,000 shares. Okay. Today, if we search the price of the Class A, I think I need to get that document first and show you. Okay, I want you to understand the difference, how the rich become rich. They do not come rich by operating a shop as you think. The shop will only make you comfortable, but they don't get rich through that. Okay, they get rich through private equity ownership. Okay, people who bought shares, like I don't know where that document is, but if you search that deal, you find it. Okay, so they made a deal that we are going to sell the Google Class A transferable shares. These were shares, some of which were offered to Google workers, employees. You know, they used to top up their salary with shares, okay, in the beginning. So they made a deal that they are going to start selling those shares on the web. And the price at which the shares were released was 0.001 USDs per share. That meant that $250 would buy you 250,000 shares around April 20th, 2007. Okay. So if you search the price of the Google Class A shares as of today, I can search here. What is? I can search it here. Okay. We can try to find out. Oh, my buttons. What is the price of Google Class A shares? Okay. Today. Let me get the current price. Okay. So this is the price today. Okay, it has gone. No, it has not. It has dropped. Is this today? I mean today. Today. Let me check. Let me check. I need the price. Okay, the shares have fallen really big. Okay, but this is the price for today. The price of the Google Class A shares today, they have fallen to $163.67 per share. This is the share which in 2007 was released at $0.001 per share. And I know many of you in 2007, you had an income. Anybody could buy these shares in 2007 and you were not interested. Absolutely. If you had bought just the minimum $250, if you had got $250, okay, and maybe the money you had prepared it for your semester, if you had got that money and invested it in these Class A Alphabet shares in 2007, today you would be over 40 million US dollars. Okay, convert that in your country and you know how rich you would be. So it is so sad that until now, many of you have not grasped, you have not clicked, you have not captured it, the trick. And it's very simple. And that's the difference between you and the rich. Okay, it's very tiny. It has happened over and over and over. And until today, you have not grasped it. You did not grasp it when those shares were released in 2007. You did not grasp it when Tesla released its shares at the same price in 2009. Okay. Today, the price of the Tesla shares, which were at 0.001 shares in 2009, is $1,100 per share. You did not grasp it even then. Okay, just as you have not grasped it. Okay, private equity. When you see people are looking to raise capitalization and are trying to raise money to build these tech projects, never ignore it. Get interested. Otherwise, you're going to be a struggler until you die. If you ignore this, you are going to work until you are expired and you're going to be dropped and given a few more extra years to live so that you may quit being a problem. Okay, so this is very, very important. Many people don't know it. When we talk of private equity and their asset acquisition, let's say maybe you're buying houses. Okay, a person that bought a house in 2007 and did not buy these shares in 2007, today, that person might be living in a very old house that needs repair. Okay. And the person who invested an amount that could not even pay rent for that house that was bought in 2007, today will easily buy an entire estate without even touching 20% of his wealth. So that's the power beyond, hidden in equity. When you're buying equity, that's the power in it. So when you hear that tech companies are trying to raise capitalization, find your way. Don't let them appeal to you. They will never appeal to you. Those ones which are serious, they will not rush to you. You have to go and look out for them. And that's what these rich people do. They send out scouts to search out what are the next innovations. They search out for them when they are still on paper. You wait for them when they go IPO. That's when you buy. Okay? But there are ideas that you can risk an investment in them before even they emerge. And that's the only way that you will become wealthy. Otherwise, you are going to live comfortably and die miserably. No problem. That one's also an easy way for you to live. Okay? But then if you want to be highly effective, I want you to study this secret, analyze it, and apply it. So that's it. Have a good day. These guys have even